Hey guys, so I'm doing a drugstore makeup haul today. Maybelline took out a 12-page ad in the September issue of Vogue, and I savored every moment of those 12 pages. I enjoyed that so much. They had 3 different makeup artists do 3 different looks to showcase certain products, and I noticed that there were a lot of products in those looks that I already had. So my favorite one by far was the one that Gucci Westman did, and I actually have that look on today because I went out and purchased the products that I needed to do that look. And then I picked up some of the products from the other looks, and so let me just show you what I got. The first thing I got was a repurchase. To be honest with you, I didn't even know they still sold this. This product has been around for so long, but I repurchased the Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch Highlighting Concealer. And this is in the shade Fair, and this is what I have on today for my concealer. And if you are familiar with my channel, then you know that I have deep hollows under my eyes. And this really lightens that area, like crazy lightens it, so that the hollows don't look quite as dark. And I had forgotten how much I like this concealer. And the only downside is there's hardly anything in this tube. So if this was something that you used every day, you would be buying these a lot. But I don't know, I think maybe it is worth it, even though you don't get hardly any product. How much do you get? 1.5 mils or 0.05 fluid ounces. 0.05. So wow, yeah, that's not hardly any product at all. I've only used this twice, and it looks like I'm almost halfway done because I think a lot of it is just empty space too. Like you have to crank it up a lot when you first get it. But I don't know, I think it looks better than most concealers that I use. And then for my highlight today, it's not really showing up too well, which kind of surprises me because I thought that it would. This highlighter has been out for a moment. I would say maybe a year this has been out. Maybe not quite that long, but I'd say maybe like 9 months. And the first time I saw this at stores, I thought, ooh, I don't know, I think that that color would be too dark for me. It's definitely not too dark for me. This is the Master Chrome by FaceStudio Metallic Highlighter in the shade Molten Rose Gold. And this is beautiful. And I love the texture of it. It has like this really silky, smooth texture. It almost has like a wet feeling. But this is definitely not too dark for me. So I'm really glad that I got this. And yeah, I don't know if it's the lighting or what. What would happen? I can see it a little bit right there, but what would happen if I just took Yeah, I think it's the lighting because I can see this like when I look in the mirror, like in regular lighting. But anyways, really pretty. I already had the one in Molten Gold, and so I think I'm gonna take that out and use it again soon too because I had forgotten how much I liked that highlighter. And you know, things get pushed aside as you buy new things, but rose gold, very pretty. And then this next thing I'm going to show you, ever since this came out, I have wanted it. And I looked at it and looked at it, and every time I was at the store, I thought about it and thought about it. But there were a bunch of things that came out at that time, and I had bought so much and spent so much money that, I mean, you just can't buy everything. So I kept saying, no, you don't need this, but I finally caved and bought this, and it was that advertisement that got me to buy it. And this is the Total Temptation Shadow and Highlight Palette. You guys have seen this. Maybe even some of you have it. It has like 2 complete looks in the palette. They have this neutrally sort of look with the peachy, peach and gold, and then there's a brown at the bottom, and then a gold highlighter, and then you get your pink highlighter with this mauvey type shades, and then I think this is a black, or it could even be a really dark purple. Let's find out. I haven't used that yet. Oh, that's like a, it's a black, but it's kind of a strange shade. Yeah, it's a black. I have only used one shade in this palette so far, and that is this brown right here. I have that brown on my lids right now. And like I said, this is a look that I recreated from what Gucci Westman did in that Vogue magazine ad. So that's the only shade that I've used, because I did this look yesterday and I said to myself, oh, I love this. I'm going to do this when I do the video tomorrow. So I haven't tried any of the other shades yet. Let's swatch the other 3 shades. And the blush. So yeah, those are all like very pinky mauves. So that's the other 4 shades of this right here. All very pinky mauve. And then the other side, kind of subtle, huh? Yeah, well, that highlight is popping though. So the jury is still out on this palette, but I do really enjoy that brown shadow on my lids. I haven't worn a matte eyeshadow on my lids in such a long time that I think that might be why I'm enjoying this look so much, because it's just something different that I don't normally do. And just in case you're curious, the browbone highlight and inner corner highlight that they used is, I feel like it's a little too dark to be a browbone inner corner highlight. And what it is it's from the Python Metallic Lip Kit in the color Provoked, that looks like that. So it's the nude one, and it's the shimmer shade in there. So yeah, I think that might be a little too dark, but I want to completely copy the look. And then my crease shade, and the shade that is dragged down along the lower lash line, is from the City Mini Palette, and this one is Downtown Sunrise, and it's this brown right here in the Downtown Sunrise palette is what's in my crease. Actually, what I did along the lower lash line is I used a brown liner in the waterline, and then I took a little bit of that same brown that I used on my eyelids, dragged that along the lower lash line, and then dragged a little bit of this from like the midpoint outward. So it's kind of a layered thing. She did it even more dramatic in the picture than this. But I do really like this. And then on my lips, I finally got around to trying out the Shaping lip liners. These have been out for, oh gosh, I don't know, maybe like a year or something like that. So I bought 2 shades. I bought Magnetic Mauve, which is the one that I'm wearing right now, and then I got Divine Wine. These are divine. These are such nice lip liners. They go on nice and pigmented. They're very easy to work with. If you let them set for a minute, they won't smudge or anything like that. But they have a lot of moisture to them, so you got to let them set up before you do anything with them. So what I did today was I lined and filled in my lips with the magnetic mauve one, and then I took that lip palette that I just showed you and I patted that nude shade on top of the mauve. And I'm really, really loving these two combined together. I think make the most gorgeous lip color. I can see myself using that lip shade in a lot of different situations. I think, you know, sometimes you do these crazy eye looks and then you are really like trying to figure out, well, what am I going to do for a lip with that? I think this lip would go with pretty much anything. So let me do some swatches of these lip liners. Nice and pigmented. And then that's Divine Wine. Wine or burgundy shades can be tricky. It's good to have, I feel like it's really good to have, and mauves can be that way too. I feel like it's really good to have multiple mauve liners and wine or burgundy, because the lipsticks that you have that you're going to be using these with can really alter in terms of tone or depth of color. So these are going to be really, really handy to have. They come in 24 shades, so there is a lot to choose from. And then I got one last thing that is not Maybelline. I've had this before. This is the e.l.f. eyebrow kit in light. And what's great about these kits is you get a pomade and then you get a powder. And that is what I have on my eyebrows right now. And I think this is one of the most natural looking brow products, or one of the most natural brow looks that I have done in a long, long time. I had gotten rid of mine when I started using eyeshadows to fill in my brows, but then I started feeling like it would fade or it wouldn't last, or I couldn't get the right color, or I don't know. Part of the problem is, you know, my hair is growing out, the color up here is growing out, and as it gets lighter and lighter, I felt like my brow colors were getting to be too dark. So I picked this up again because I remembered it, you know, working good when my hair was lighter, and I think that it does work really well. So that is it for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this drugstore makeup haul. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.